How are you?
I am cold. Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Pachi's good too.
Why are you here in Korea?
Why am I in Korea? So I have an English literature and language degree, and there were next to no jobs in America for me, and I have been working with kids like my whole life. I love children, and so I knew I wanted to try being a teacher. So I came to Korea because I wanted to teach, and my whole life I knew I wanted to teach in Asia. And of course, like many Americans want to study in Japan or move to Japan, teach English in Japan. And then I found out how easy Korean alphabet is to read, and I was like, hello, Korea's the obvious choice. Korea had really great benefits, and then I learned like how safe of a country it is, and I started learning about Korean culture, like Korean pop culture, and I was like, this sounds like the perfect place for me. I love fast internet.
Well, I came to Korea originally because I was doing an internship here at Konkuk University with their summer English program, and while I was here teaching for that program, I fell in love with Korea as a country, and it really sparked my interest in wanting to return one day. I did not expect to return so soon, but I'm happy that I did because now I live and work here full time.
To study and to do other hobby stuff. Mostly to study, because I got a scholarship in Korea for my graduate school. I just finished my college degree, so now I'm doing my integrated MS-PhD program. A little bit hard and complicated, but I'm trying to work on it.
So you are here to study.
Yep.
So why does it have to be Korea?
Well, I've applied in other countries as well, like Japan, UK, not UK, but Japan and Korea, because those two have like, for the moment I graduated and then I took the board exams, and then after that they got an opening in Korea, and then in Japan I applied for both, but Korea, I got the invitation in Korea much faster than in Japan, so I grabbed the opportunity and then I'm here in Korea.
Okay, so you are saying there was no another choice. So you get a job here. So you came here for a job.
Initially I came here to work, yes. I'm not much of a traveler. Like a lot of people come here for adventure, and I came here to live and work. Yeah, I love the job. I love my job here, so I don't plan on leaving it.
Why does it have to be in Korea?
It doesn't have to be in Korea. Right now, Korea is a really great option for a lot of Westerners who are in the educational or teaching profession. Of course, you can go abroad to the Middle East and teach, as well as other Asian countries such as Vietnam, China, and Japan. I think Korea has a lot of amenities here that us as Westerners are accustomed to, and that's why it's a really good sell on us, because when we come to Korea, we don't feel like we're having to necessarily rearrange our lives so much in order to adapt to the culture and kind of like mold and fit into the way of things here, because Korea is, first world country, and it's advancing at such a fast rate and speed. They have lots of amenities that we are accustomed to: fast internet, electronics, so in prime time shopping, so all these things are like comforts. So when we move here and we're setting up our lives here for work, it's a smoother transition,
Do you think why foreigners come to Korea?
Number one, I think it's for tourism, like tourist spots. I came here the first time is like last April with my family for 1 week, and we came here to tour the whole place. Of course, we didn't get to tour the whole place, but yeah, tourism, and then because there's a lot of things to see in Korea. Food, dramas, K-pop. If you like K-pop, go to Korea. And sightseeing places, temples, if you want to know their culture, their history. And then number 2, I think, is probably, to study scholarships, their language, also for the drama or something like, for scholarships, just like me. And what else? I think for the other foreigners also come here to work, like as English teachers, and then maybe like one of my aunts works here, I think in an international company, but I'm not sure what its name is. So yeah, a lot of places. Oh, and another thing, maybe they come here because they married a Korean guy in their country and then they went together here to settle down.
So, okay, then, do you think why foreigners?
I have met many types of foreigners and they come for different reasons. Some people come because they want to experience new cultures, they want to really immerse themselves and feel like they are living in a different place, or people who want to learn the language because they like Korean TV or Korean girls. Yes, that's their type. The guys who come to Korea, they like Korean girls. And then there are people who like to work here because vacation time they can travel to other places in Asia. There's lots of different reasons people come to Korea.
So, do you think why foreigners?
Foreigners, as in like Westerners coming to Korea. Why? It's pretty comfortable over here. I mean, it's not a harsh lifestyle, and you'll pretty much anything that you're wanting to, find in terms of like, if you want to explore more into their culture, you can go to the palaces and anything like that. If you want to study the language, there's plenty of opportunities at universities as well as community centers where you can learn Korean language to integrate better into the community. Food, if you're a foodie like me, it's really, communal eating style of culture here, so you're bound to find something that you're, wanting to dive into and explore with Korea. I think it's a really great draw for Westerners. It's a lot to do and it's exciting and interesting.
So,
Yeah, I think that's it.
so do you think it was a good choice that you came here?
Of course! Right, Pochi? Yeah, because I met Pochi. No, yeah, it's a good opportunity for me to come here. I'm liking Korean culture so far. Everything's been okay in my school. The people are really helpful and they try to communicate with us as much as they can. In because I joined a club as well, and 동아리, not the club, but the 동아리 in school, and they're very helpful, and they like teach me some Korean language. I appreciate their communicating. They're communicating with me a lot in English or in Korean. We'd help each other out, and then we'd do a lot of stuff together as well.
So, do you think it was a good choice that you came here?
Yes, it's one of the best choices I've ever made in my life. People are always like, don't you miss your family? And wouldn't it be more comfortable to teach English at home at a public school? But I love Korean children, like Korean students are just like perfect for my teaching style. It goes really well together. And Korea's really comfortable for me to live, and it just makes me so happy to live here. I don't regret moving here at all. No.
So, do you think it was a good choice that you came here?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know what? I feel like I don't want to be one of those like teachers that talks about money or anything like that. But that is going to be a factor whenever you're deciding on a job, especially if it's a job that's going to uproot you out of your comfort zone, out of your home country into a different country. You want to think about like how well will you be provided for. And let me tell you, they really take care of their teachers here. They're native English teachers. I'm a foreigner English teacher. And when we come here, we typically have our housing provided for already. You get, a pretty decent pay. which you don't have to pay rent because your house is usually provided for. You don't have to necessarily own a car here because public transportation is so efficient. So all of these, amenities helps you save. If you're a diligent person, you can come here, live comfortably and save and still have luxury experiences like dining, shopping, multiple cultural experiences in the cities, Seoul, Busan, wherever you go around Korea.
Well, how long will you stay here?
Ooh, maybe 4, 5 years and counting. After probably, because I'm gonna finish my program, and then afterwards, if I'm able to find work, and here, of course, I'd like to try and work here as well. And if given an opportunity, maybe in other countries as well.
So, how long will you stay here?
How long? As long as I can keep working. I'm worried a little bit that I might get too old in the future and nobody will want to hire me if I'm old. You have to think of your future, of course. You can't be an English teacher forever, but maybe if I learn Korean, I can find a new job, stay here for a really long time.
So, how long will you stay here in Korea?
Originally my plan was 4 years. I think I might extend further than that. I definitely will be open to extending longer. I wouldn't mind staying here for like a decade, honestly. I don't want to become like one of those crusty old jaded English teachers that's been here for like forever. You see them like in Itaewon, they're like always walking to themselves because they're so haggard now, but like they've been teaching at the same school for like 8 years. I mean, I don't want to become one of those, but I definitely can see myself living here longer. And politically wise, I know for my parents, one of their kind of concerns was like because of a lot of the political conflict between North Korea that's been popping off and the rhetoric between our American president Trump and then the man up north, they're kind of like, well, are you sure you want to stay and live in South Korea longer, because the way things are going right now, it might not be ideal for you as an American to be living there. But I don't let that faze me, because you know what, you guys, the South Koreans, as long as you guys aren't fazed by anything and as long as you guys aren't running around in a panic, I don't feel panicked and I feel comfortable living here.